Hey everyone, welcome to Sharky Waters Wednesday Night Dive. Thanks for joining us, Facebook friends and family. Tonight on the show, in the house with us is a pretty big group. We've got Cassandra Bryant, as always, our pro Shark Attack commentator. Deborah Gross here, bringing snacks and wine. And Tor, like always, our producer behind the scenes, behind the wires, making sure it's all happening. Thanks for Tor. This week's show, we've got lined up with Mike Vanderbeck. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, we want to talk about some of the promotion that him and his missus are doing on the pool community in the local area, some tournament that they got going on, the Cedar Inn. I've been there twice. Nicole, you said that I go there every once in a while, but you misspelled like win that thing. I've never lost that tournament. So, side note. We'll see how Mike plays today. Like always, we've got our 30-minute open swim time where we're gonna kick it and shoot the shit with Mike. Someone's gonna flip the timer because Eric, our clock doctor, is not here. What's he doing, softball?
Yeah, he's doing softball.
Good luck to that. And then Jacqueline usually tunes in remotely, but I'm sure she's not because she's deep within the hills of Maui. So out of service, that is awesome. Wishing her all the love out there. We got the timer flipped. The drill that we have, we've done one similar to this before. We just kind of made it up and winged it, really. So I haven't even really tried this. But what we're gonna do is practice some inside English. Coming off of one ball, trying to hit the foot rail here. You really gotta be tricky not to hit the 3 ball. I find it harder to not hit the 7 because you wanna come wider out here. The wider you come away from the 3 ball, the better chance you have to get back into the center of the table. The idea is stay center table all throughout the shot. Start over here, walk over there. I did my first league night for tap league last night.
Oh, nice.
And I found that I'm super spoiled playing here. Because here, it's when you're under the light, and everybody grants you your space, and that's it. I can even come up on you and get over there. And you may feel awkward and scooch over, but you're not in my way.
Right.
Or if I'm shooting and I'm lining up at you, you may
Right.
use your courtesy and move out of the way. So I'm used to just
Playing.
shooting and playing, but in this league, we play it at the 15th Street, and they're real close together.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can shoot 2 or 3 shots, but then you're inevitably gonna have to stop and let someone shoot, and it really kind of messed my rhythm up. So you may find me doing nothing just for the heck of doing nothing tonight, just to work on that. But working on alignment, always plant my back foot, try and keep my pivoting elbow directly above my back foot. That's my stance. Got people in here who have way different stances. So, whatever's comfortable for you, but there is an element of efficiency on your mobility and mechanics of the kinesiology of your body. If you put it in the right space, then you'll find yourself working against less resistance and kind of going with more of the flow. So I'm me personally, I've been having a bad habit because I'm so tall. I find where I want to be and then I step backwards to get down, which I'm trying to stay out here and then step forward into it.
Have you tried using a longer cue?
That's been brought up to me. I'll get an extension sometime soon, I'm sure. We're looking for sponsors on that. Too hard. I'll go with it. I think just for the sake of continuing the run, I'm gonna put outside on it and see if I can squeeze in there and open the angle back up and try and recover. That's all part of the game is recovery.
Isn't that a part of life?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me try again. This time I'm gonna put more focus on my speed though. So you said you don't do drills much?
No, I just play. I did start doing, Robert Colby came over to my house and we started working with some of his drills that he was working with me with. Mm-hmm. And practicing on stance and just lining your body up and just, stroking true and keeping it consistent. And
yeah.
He shoots pretty robotically, I think, and he's a great shot. I mean, he is a great shot, and he's very strategic on the way he places his shots and his stance and his body alignment.
I don't know about that one. So I'm like getting further and further on the edge of the table when I'm trying to stay in the middle. Probably pretty good to stay on the edge once you get to these last 4 balls, though, right? You don't want to shoot those from here. See, I just did a step backwards into it. I got it. Tell me where your pool background came from.
I grew up in my hometown, Red Bluff, California. The first pool hall there was Fat Boy Billiards, and it was run by a biker, short biker dude, about 5'5", about 300 pounds.
What was it called?
Fat Boy Billiards.
Okay.
And he had a mural painted on the side of the building of him riding a motorcycle, and then there was pool balls breaking across the side of his building. It was pretty sick. I mean, he had a good, he had probably, I'd say 9 tables or so.
Okay.
He served sandwiches and food. Good turnout, but the kids in the town made it a little, a lot of problems, a lot of fights and stuff.
Now, were you involved in that stuff?
No.
I believe there's no statute of limitations to that
No,
statement,
no.
so you're free to
None of that stuff.
speak truthfully.
But then that closed, and then there was another billiards hall that opened up. It was both a bar and a billiards hall.
In Red Bluff also?
In Red Bluff,
Yeah,
on Walnut,
yeah.
main drag. So I bought my first cue there, and
$40.
just a $40 cue, no name,
No name.
no name at all.
What did it look like?
Ooh.
No, see, you misunderstood. You don't hit any of the other ones.
Yeah. It was red with the gray linen wrap or whatever.
Yeah. Dude, you've come a long way from that. Let's talk about that thing that you're shooting with now. That thing's beautiful.
This is a Mucci 9715. Damn, I'm doing the same thing.
Try something different.
All right.
Try and put like some,
All right.
yeah, a little more left to it. There you go.
So when I went to Job Corps when I was 19 years old.
All right, now I refurbished the tables there. We're
Yeah.
talking Astoria, right?
Astoria, Oregon. Yeah.
Right, but I have no idea what that entire institution and complex is for. From my perspective, let me just tell you real quick before I let you go on with it, is like, I was just under the impression that it's like some bad effing kids up in there, man, and they're like trying to do right.
Yeah.
And they have this kind of look like, dude, don't test me. I'm trying to be doing things right. Like,
Right.
and you just kind of like, all right, you do your thing. But aside from that, I like really don't know what to gather from that, except for that it seems like a really positive experience for the people
Oh, it is.
in advantage of it. Can I say like there's a lot of people not taking advantage of that situation? It seemed like too.
I say there's some kids that go there because they have to, because the judge told them to.
Okay.
And then there's kids that go there because their parents gave them an ultimatum.
Okay.
And then me,
We're all
I
friends
used to do a lot of meth when I was young. So
Okay.
like when I was 15 through 19, like that's all I did.
Yeah.
And
Rolling the old pickle. Huh?
I was I went to my mom's house at like 3:00 in the morning, and she let me in, and I was laying on the couch, and the Job Corps commercial popped up.
You're high as a kite watching the
Yeah.
commercial
And
at
I'm like-
mom's house.
I'm like, this is for me.
Amazing.
I have to do this. So I went to go sign
sure.
up. So I went to go sign up, and
And they said, we don't take meth.
no,
heads
I
here."
had three tickets or some shit in the court that I had to go take care of.
Okay.
So I went and got a job at Jack in the Box,
Handled that.
handled all my business, and then in that time I got a girl pregnant, married her, and then went to Job Corps 3 days later. And then when I was at Job Corps, I met
A man with a plan.
I just needed to get my education, right?
Yeah.
So I did that, and she divorced me.
Nice shot.
She divorced me while I was in Job Corps, and then
Okay.
I met my beautiful woman, Nicola, that I'd been with for 19 years. And
Tor, can we get a camera switch and get a crowd camera here so Nicole can give a wave Oh, yeah. Well, we'll save that for the Sharky Tack. I forgot. You want to try that one more time? That was real close.
Yeah.
Okay, so you meet Nicola.
Yeah, so I mean, Nicole.
Where do we go from there?
Went up to Washington up here to Lacey, and couldn't play pool. We had kids, and I tried to play a little bit of pool, but now my kids are older now. So 2 years ago, I started playing again.
At what age did you find like it was more feasible to get back involved in playing at the level that you want to play at? Because I'm like always on the fence of whether I'm like bothering too soon or not. Because you know my kid's little, but I showed you his pool table upstairs.
Oh, yeah,
like he
that's
knows the
sick.
game. You know, he appreciates it. You want me to go? Or
Yeah,
you,
go
you
ahead,
go.
go
You
ahead.
go. No, you go.
Can we
I'll
go?
second.
Okay.
I want to try again though before we.
About 2 years ago, my kid, well, it was about a year and a half ago. My kid, she's almost 17 now. So she was 15 or 16. No, she was 15, and then my youngest was 10. And we just knew that we could get away and go get away for a couple hours and play some pool. So I signed up on league and started doing some tournaments. And for a while, you know, we were playing like 5 days a week, which is kind of dumb. So we stopped doing that. Mm-hmm. But
Moderation and everything.
I had to keep everything at even kill there.
Yeah.
But
I tend to have like an addictive personality too, so I have to be cautious about how much time and energy I'm putting into things. Otherwise, I find myself in that classic, well, look at the time, you know, and next thing you know, 3 days have gone by and you're like halfway done with one project. So the Job Corps trained you up for what you do now?
no, so I went to the Job Corps to be a medical assistant.
Interesting.
My lady was CNA, and I just didn't like it. It just wasn't the field for me. Mm-hmm. So then I just did a bunch of miscellaneous jobs, and then I ended up getting into the union, being a commercial fire sprinkler installer.
And how long's that been going?
13 years.
Sweet. Oh, all right. Let me add it. Well, it's a long road.
Oh yeah. So now we play out of Olympia, Washington. Eric Sawyer is the leader of our Ole Billiard, or not the Ole Billiards website, and also runs the BCA league out of Thurston County.
Start at the one ball, maybe that'll help. He runs the Ole Billiards. Is that the Facebook page? Yeah.
And then he does the BCA for Thurston County.
Correct. Are you involved in that?
I played BCA. I play on Monday nights out of the Cedar Inn with Troy Langford, Dave Davis.
The Cedar Inn is your bar that you play out of? Yeah. Let's talk about that place. Tell me the running story. Take everyone through the running jump of how you had to call me when we're talking about getting the table switched up in there.
Yeah. So basically, you know, a new owner came.
Okay.
And basically, we play there Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, and Sunday. And we've been trying to talk them into getting diamonds. They have valleys there that don't play too well. I mean, they could definitely make them play better, but since all the big tournaments are played on diamonds.
I'm not gonna lie, there's been like quite a few shots that I've played in those tournaments that like where I've found myself winning, where I just like know table playability well.
Yeah.
And just give them some like lemon positions, you know, and where the cushion's gonna be way dead or they're gonna have to kick at some unpredictable rail.
Right.
I kind of do that a lot over there.
Yeah.
But that game's gonna change a lot when if those tables get out of there, you know?
Yeah, I guess they just ordered 2 diamond tables a week and a half ago.
Okay.
I guess. So it should, I guess the wait on there is like 10 to 12 weeks.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so it'll probably end up being 14. You know how business runs.
Yeah.
I mean, they always say it's going to be, oh yeah, we're 10 to 12 weeks, you know, and then
Anybody want to start a pool on that? I'll take
16 weeks
I'll take
later.
16 for $5. Anybody
Right.
want to like throw down a guess and put their $5 in a pot?
that'd be a good pot.
Yeah. Should just have one of those and let everybody put
Right.
into it. You know, at week 10, everybody can start putting in $1 every time.
I just think it's good for, you know, the BCA players down there in Thurston County. And what's a great thing about the Cedar is the location is right on basically on the county line.
Yeah.
So you get people from Grace Harbor County, Thurston County, Pierce County, and maybe a couple from, we might have had a couple from King, I'm not sure. But we get people from all
yeah.
over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, what's great is it's a
I
mixture
think someone
of
came
people.
from like Snohomish at
Right.
one point or something.
Morton. We've
Yeah.
had people from Morton come down, Randall.
Well, and this
Allen.
is like where the rubber meets the road with like the Sharky Waters night dive and diving in with someone like you who's trying to help lift up this place and promote the pool community there.
Yeah.
Because it's like our responsibility as pool players at this point to like make sure we show up and spend money and have
Right.
lunch there and show up at the tournaments and let all these bar owners that aren't putting out the money to get diamonds know that
Right.
hey, this is a worthwhile transition for you
Right.
in your business owning, you know, to do that. Because it is a lot of money to get a table like that, not alone 2 of them.
Right. There you go.
No, that's gonna be bad. All right, enough of this. Let's play something. I'm gonna mix them up and then you shoot them.
Okay.
But I'm gonna leave that one on the rail for you.
You're a gentleman.
Go for it. Hey, you guys play 8-ball? Do you ever think about doing 9-ball? Because the break pot's a 9-ball,
Yes.
right?
So we do.
Let's talk about that. Make sure everybody knows about how you're actually like
Okay.
giving away dollars every week. There.
So right now we just do 8-ball, a race to 1, and the reason we do that is because it's a Sunday. We start mid-afternoon, and we don't want to run it until 10 o'clock at night, you know, the night before people go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want a straightforward tournament that is good for all the working people or whatever
Yeah.
that, you know, don't want to be there for 8
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
But what I like too is like our tournament, you know, we average around about 22 players is about our average. And you know, the first place gets like 120, 130 bucks and you're only there.
I got 140 once.
Yeah, you're there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like your money you're making per hour,
Paid for my lunch date.
that's what I'm saying. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be doing my job as the host if I didn't like speak up for the camp of people who object and abstain from the tournament for its like race to 1. That
Yeah.
it's like a drive down there and everybody wants like more than one shot at your chance. So like I'll say in your defense, it's a double loss elimination.
Yeah.
You get another shot at it, and so there's
And we have our 9-ball pots. So we have a break pot. We're gonna cap them at 150, and so we're a couple weeks away from capping our first one, and then we're gonna keep running multiple. So we pull 1 ticket for that. If you break it and run it, you get that pot. If not, it goes on to the next week. And then we have usually average about 3 $30-something must-goes.
Say that again from the top. One of them goes up to 150,
150,
and then it stops
then
there.
I cap it.
And then what happens when you cap it? That means
I start another one.
Okay. And
So then
how
once
many
we
are there
get
presently?
3, so right now there's 1.
Okay.
1 present. We're
And
working
it's
on
about
a
to be
second.
150.
Yep. And then we're gonna move to the second.
Got it.
And then we have usually on average about 3 must-goes, or average around $35, $33 a piece or something.
No, I like, you know me, like you call my ticket and I'm just like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like I'm like follow instructions the day of. And so like, I don't even know the must go thing. Walk us through that. What is that?
So the must-goes, it's just the money pot. Everybody gets $1 a ticket. If you get drawn, you shoot till you miss, or you shoot till you make the 9. And if you do, you get the nut. You know, you get the pot.
Yeah.
If you miss, you draw a ticket, and the next person's up. It's rowdy. People talk shit. You know, you get to get wild, and everybody gets involved. And
It's in the spotlight too. For people who've never been down there, you're talking about having these 20 to 24, 25 people, plus a couple bartenders and some regular patrons, all right there, like rung around the table.
Yeah.
it's kind of an intense atmosphere to have to win in. You know what I
for
mean? When
sure.
it gets down to the finals and the last 2, 3, 4 guys playing, so it can be some pressure environment because everybody's still kind of hanging out. I think that's also because it's an early tournament.
Right.
People don't just pack up their cues and leave whenever they lose. You know, when they get knocked out of the tournament, they're more willing to stay and see if the guy who got them is the one who wins and, you know, pick your pony, so to speak. Well, to take a like formal thanks for the work that you guys are doing, it's like real refreshing.
It's
I know,
fun.
Nicole, you do a lot of work, you know, behind the scenes, literally and more metaphorically at this moment in time, but it's like more of what the pool community needs.
What I love about the game of pool is it's created a lot of good relationships over the years. You meet a lot of people, you get to travel, you know, and a lot of friendships, and sometimes you get to make some money and sometimes you get to lose some money.
I feel like that coincides with having relationships.
Right? Sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some.
Yeah. I mean, that's to me, and I know I've referenced this before on other shows, but it really is like a tenet of like my own personal character and love for the game. It's like the disappointment management and the practice that you get to exercise of like things don't always go the right way, things don't always go according to plan. The
Right.
balls do roll funny for everybody, and just like how are you going to handle that today? You know, are you going to be
Right.
frustrated? Are you going to break your pool cue? Are you going to laugh it off? You're going to stop and take a second and calculate on
Play
like,
it
where's
safe.
my readjustment, you know? Yeah.
Balls out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, that's a big part of it too. I mean, I find that in the like decision making, you know, there's like a whole arraignment of self-awareness. You know, when you say go balls out, like, well, do you got it in you? How big of balls do you got? You know?
Right.
The concept of playing safe is really an exercise against your ego, you know, because you want to win.
Right.
You want to wow the crowd with some miraculous,
Crazy
you know, shot that pockets one ball and breaks out 2 clusters and leaves you with open city. You want to do that, but it's not always the proper shot. It's likely not the right shot. You know, there's
Right.
usually some strategy behind it where you have to like tell that backseat driver to, you know, shut the hell up, I'm winning over here, you know, or whatever your inner dialogue is. My defensive player is the backseat driver. My offensive guy is like definitely driving the wheel, and try to get like more balance between
Ball
those
hand.
two. I'll take it from here.
So what brought you to start what you're doing here?
My job lends me a unique access to pool players,
Right.
you know, and exposure to like the arraignment and rainbow of them all, and a lot of the time like a deeper look into like what drives that person. You know, we get to go into their houses, spend several hours building their table, and then talking to them about why they love pool. I mean, you could ask, but the same way there's, you know, 40 different ways to shoot this run out, there's like 40 different answers on why pool,
Right.
you know, and throughout the years, I've like really enjoyed just being able to listen to people, connect the dots on like how they function on a pool table and how that simulates how they function in their life, whether
Right.
it's like hard work or, you know, sickening labor efforts or excuse making, even, you know, going to like the other scale of it, like in the negative tone, there's some like bad characteristics that we're all trying to like slowly remove and eliminate from ourselves.
Right.
And that stuff shows, you know, when you like really get the proper lens to meet people and talk with them and exchange with them about how they play the game. So it was an element of like trying to bring that to the table. I spent a lot of my work days like meeting a really cool person who has like a really cool pool room, and I'll often like spend my afternoon hanging out with my friends here in our pool room, talking to them about this guy or what he does for a living or what his, pool room look like. And there's secret doors with a wine cellar or whatever, and people are into different things and stuff. And so the element of like sharing that stuff is really important to me. On a personal level, my son, being born 4 years ago, kind of disallowed me from pursuing as much competitive pool as I wanted to be doing. I wanted to play in more tournaments and more leagues and stuff, but I'm on dad duty, and the tournaments that I would play in, I would like not perform well enough to get to the point where I was like playing on the live stream cameras, and was just curious about how I would handle that pressure. That stuff slowly evolved into, I know Tor spoke with you a little bit before the show about how he and I had started off just playing on a small little coffee table and watching pro pool playing and kind of comparing the commentary with that to like our NBA fanship, and just recognizing the like complete different tone of like quirkiness that the billiards commentary lends to.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of spun into this like, well, maybe we could create one. Right. And I could, we could knock a lot of birds out with one stone. Tor's obviously showcasing like his abilities and talents through the technology sector of what he's doing. I'm showcasing the access that I get to different players, different people, different conversations. That and it like, as a pool fan and someone who's like genuinely trying to promote pool, the selfish reason is like I work in the pool industry, so I make more. The more pool playing there is, the more money I have in my pocket. So that's like self-explained. The promotion angles of it in that regard, but I genuinely just think that this world needs more game playing. There needs to be like more games where people are like finding camaraderie and having a chance to exchange thoughts.
It's hard nowadays to even run a pool hall these days. I mean, making money running a pool hall is very very difficult.
It's a big factor that we don't have one in our area. The Tacoma pool hall closed down, and so you should try and 3-foul me, right? That's 2 in a row. I would. The 3-foul rule it exists in the Shark Attack. So
it's active.
It's active. Look, he did it. Look, he's going for it.
No.
We were talking about this the other night, though, that the player at the pool table has to say it with their own words or it doesn't count.
It's true. I'm still giving it to him, though.
Well, it's open swim. It's all fun and games.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet timing to hit that safety, though.
Yeah, it was. So going back to like, I'm hoping to be able to like hone in my own game. We do like some stat keeping, and I keep track on like how the Shark Attacks go. I try to spend time studying, running my own business now, being a single father, co-parenting half the time with mom. That stuff doesn't leave me with as much time as I would love to have to put into my game, but there's like a slippery slope there where I get to make the excuse of like, well, I'm promoting my business. So, you know what I mean? I get to like kind of fudge the dials there on what I'm spending my time on and what I'm focusing on. Sometimes it's hard for me though, because I find myself struggling on like, what's the real goal? Am I trying to get better, or am I trying to promote pool? Am I trying to provide a fun experience for friends and family, or am I trying to like kick ass on everybody I invite over to my house? Because those two don't really coincide, all the time.
Well, I think part of pool is you're either kicking ass or you're getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, Tor likes to say you're either giving lessons or you're taking them. So it's like a great way to look at it. Yeah, it's been nice to be able to invite people over. There's been like a journey of exposure to like the different types of tables that we can have and that you can have because of my work and because of my career. We've had 3 different tables on the show, 4 if you count the off-season tables. So we've had some tables that were bought and sold in between seasons that the fans never saw, but certainly the Sharky Waters family, we all got a lot of time and practice and exposure to them, and they all play different. And so there's different stuff. Just all the variables about that stuff is fun to talk about because it's like what I do at work every day. And so we can talk about, well, that's because this or that's because of that. And there's a lot of like really rampant disinformation out there when it comes to pool tables and what's going on inside of them and what makes a diamond perfect and what makes a diamond, you know, a valley bad. And so to be able to kind of like bring that stuff firsthand to the show and be able to give pool people opportunity and a forum to like dissect and pick that stuff apart a little bit thicker and involved more than a forum is kind of an objective of the show too.
Yeah.
Speaking of this, these, I don't like to say, but these rubber cushions did need to be replaced. They're a little less lively than what brand new would be. And it makes your banks a little weird, but looks like we're out of sand time.
Okay.
Boom. That's that. We're gonna get ready for the crew match. Who's lined up for the crew match today?
Well, Cassie's our reigning champ from last week, and I think I'm the only crew member here.
Cool.
So I guess it's Cassie and
That's easy enough.
Tor, yeah, by process of elimination. All right, everybody, we're going to take a short break.
Chunk.
We're going to give our guests a chance to kind of cool off here and get ready for their match. And when we come back, Cassie and I are going to have our weekly crew match, see if she stays on top or if I can topple the queen. All that and more when we return on Sharky Waters, The Night Dive.
There we go. Now we're on. We're live. Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying some strange commotions going on in the commentary lounge.
Just 1 and 2.
Cameras 1 and 2. Check. Get a switch there. You get an overhead view. You can see there is no action going on, but somebody will certainly rack the balls here shortly. Somebody will be flipping a coin shortly. You can see our guest, Mike Vanderbeek, right there, thumbing around on his phone. Probably trying to share the exact live stream he's on.
Are you not sharing for us now?
What?
If you want to
No, I'm sharing the live feed with everybody.
Well, Deborah could come and commentate.
What do you normally call?
I
I think she usually calls Crown. You see there's what we have is a standoff here on the Crown or VIP call. Tour is called VIP, and Cassie has flipped Crown. So Cassie will be up for the break. We'll see if she can maintain control of the table.
Two ball.
We call that pulling the Shane Van Boning shark move right there.
Hey, that's my cool idol. Don't talk bad.
We're not talking bad.
He's my goat.
It's like some real high level psychology.
Yeah.
Because when it's time to pull the pool balls out,
Tor is over there explaining to Cassie what the Shane Van Boning sharking is. We had noticed one time
look in a pocket and
that
see that one is there and not grab it.
Shane Van Boning has been known to pull balls out of the pockets and then leave one in there, making his opponent who's racking the balls have to go find it himself. It's like a real mind fuck, really. So Tor and I do it to each other every once in a while just to throw each other off of rhythm. Looks like Cassie was trying to do that to Tor. You can see a good solid break. Everything's pretty spread out. Nothing's touching the rails. Closest balls together are the one in the 8-ball, but she's hit him behind it pretty far. We'll see what she does.
He was here at Marcus
Not quite sure what they're talking about there, but certainly some competitive trash talking. You can see Tor's checking out the real fine detail of Mike's pull cue. It's really beautiful. I'm going to hand this over to Deborah Gross.
Cassie just narrowly missed that one ball. And here goes Tor.
He's lining up for the combo.
I know. I actually love this when people do that because 9 times out of 10 they miss it and you get another shot.
And then he went down to Lincoln City, and I was one of the only people that he recognized on the tournament up here. So I was able to steal quite a few minutes from him because of that.
Okay. Got it all lined up. Let's see what happens. That was really nice, Tor. You're in the top 10% of people that can do that. Because like I said, 9 times out of 10 they miss.
Bailed out by the 5-ball.
There you go, all done. Cassie, I poured you some more wine over here. Okay, it's shark attack time, people.
Thanks so much, Deborah Gross, standing in on the commentary. I can't believe I just hit that 9-ball combo. That 5-ball bailed me out. Well, we're going to take another very, very short break. When we return, the shark attack and more on Sharky Waters, the Night Dive. back, everybody. Welcome back to Sharky Waters. We are going to get started with our Shark Attack here. I'm your producer and co-host, Tor. I'm here in the commentary booth with Cassandra. Cassie, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Super good after that 9-ball combo.
Yeah, I'm butthurt. You knocked me off my throne.
I definitely wasn't expecting it, but I'm not going to say I'm not mad.
Okay.
Just leave it at that.
So, Shark Attack rules. Okay, it is a 9-ball race to 7. The gentlemen are lagging for the break right now. You must hit the lowest ball first. Any ball after contact must hit the cushion. Okay, 3-foul rule is in effect, and the winner breaks. For anybody who doesn't know what the 3-foul rule is, it means that if your opponent or you foul 3 times in a row in consecutive order, your opponent or yourself gets that game or that rack.
You got to call it at 2 fouls, right? So the person who saw their opponent foul has to say, yo, that's 2.
Correct. Adequate warning. That's what that's called.
So textbook.
Has anybody found the shark tonight? I don't think so.
Tough opening break there for Mike. I don't think we're going to see too many of those. He was breaking super strong in the open swim. Nice little short distance to the 1 from Dom with ball in hand. He's got good shape on the 2 there in the corner.
Ooh, great drawback. Nice draw. That 4-7 in the pocket, too. That's pretty set up. Ooh, 9-ball off the 3.
Wow.
Timing shot.
I thought I was going to have the coolest shot of the day, and instantly that combo.
First rack of the night. All
highlight.
right.
It'll be on Sports Center top 10, Shark Center top 10 place.
All right, and it is 1-0 Dominic right now, right out of the gate. I think that rack had about a minute to it.
Yeah, that was a quick one.
Good job, Sarah Knoll. Don't forget to private message us and let us know where you live so that we can send you off our decal. Wide open table. Unfortunately, Mike cannot see the 1, so he's going to be kicking at this ball.
That's why I buy all my shirts and stuff from Ultimate Team Guys. Ordered my t-shirts and then
The boys are talking pool attire here behind the scenes.
Absolutely, jam up. They were on the show last season with Damian Pompanic. Great hit by Mike on that 1 ball.
Ooh, a reverse safety.
Absolutely, great shot. Really well executed. Ooh, foul. He broke up that 4 and 7 from the 1 ball too. Nice shot by Dominic. He slides behind that 6 ball. Nice shot. Two-way there for the 2 and the 3. Paid off. Nice way to use the 7 ball to stay in line for the 4. Dominic over rolls for the 5 just a little bit, but he's going to make this shot. Great speed.
Fantastic. That was a super thin cut.
Absolutely. And he kept the cue ball under control. Oh, nice cut on the 7 ball on the side. Great shot by Dom.
Really not a whole lot of places that you could have good leave. But nonetheless, with what he got on that 8 ball, he made quick work of it in the corner pocket.
That was pretty sporty. Nice leave on the 9 ball too. Nice out by Dominic McHenry. All right, the score is 2-0 Dominic.
The guys joking about the quick 2 games. There, as Mike's racking back up, Dom says, I don't really know your true speed, so just to play safe, I'm not going to give you anything.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like seeing some good humor between guys that can play together at this level.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at a lot of the pros too, they're all friends and they joke against each other on the sidelines, and they also have fun playing each other too. Once again, Dominic broke dry, but he hit that cue ball. Mike's going to be kicking at this one. Oh, nice try on the kick. Unfortunately, he came a little long and gave Dominic ball in hand. Dominic hit that a little too firm and ended up rattling it out of the pocket.
Dom, let me switch that to 4. The sign.
We got called out in the chat room that we hadn't updated our sign to episode 4.
Good eyes, Casey.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to keep up with around here. Dom's pulling double duty.
That would be Cassie.
Mike's also playing double duty here with the awesome leave that 8 ball blocking the easy shot to get to the 1. got our show sign passed back to the technical crew here behind the scenes, updating our marquee.
Ooh, great shot by Dominic. Great attempt. Thin cut by Mike.
Drops the one right in the corner there. Looking at the two up on the rail.
Ooh, nice try on the reverse bank. Ooh, and the cue ball goes into the side pocket.
Brutal ending to what could have been any one of those two options with the two in the side or trying to push that 9 into the corner.
Absolutely.
Too bad.
Nice lead for Mike to come back down for the 4. The hit off of the 6 leaves them almost perfect. Good spin off of that cue ball, but still a little tight. Ooh, overcut. Handing it back to Dominic.
Those cuts are really tough. Even with a little help from the rail, there's kind of a point of no return if you end up coming off the rail like that. And
yeah, well, like every episode, you know, we always say the pockets here are tight, so there's not a whole lot of room for error.
yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
And,
Dominic has just a little bit of room between that 8 ball and the cue ball.
I think he might have been saved by the magic rack a little bit on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty rare that we see that thing interfere, but
Oh, great attempt. That was a tough cut, and he collided with the 8 ball to give him the best chance for shape as well. He did everything right in that shot, and it just didn't go his way.
smacked that 7 right in the corner. A little draw back to the 8. Left himself a little straight, but
Ooh, great shot.
it wasn't
Great shot on
a
that 8
problem.
ball.
Fantastic. This is a tricky 9 here.
It is. And safety attempt. Oh, nice shot by Dominic there on the 9 ball.
I really like that super soft safety attempt when you got the 9 right up on the rail. I've played that safety a lot before I was really feeling confident at kicking those 9s into the opposite corner. I've started to get better at that, and so I've not needed that safety as much, but I really like to see it executed well. I think Mike was just a hair off from really nailing it, and there really wouldn't have been much to do.
Well, that safety is really hard when the cue ball is at an angle.
Yeah.
You know, and then at that point, speed comes into play, and
Absolutely.
if you overhit it too much, you end up giving the other person an angle on the ball. versus being straight in or right up on it. And it's really hard to execute at an angle like he was. I mean, it wasn't much of an angle. It was like 15 degrees or so.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. That safety is hard to nail if they're not really straight on or close. Because when they're straight on, you get the chance of the double kiss. And so your speed has a little bit of a waiver there. But when they're at an angle of, I would say, probably more than 5 or 10 degrees, it becomes a very hard safety to execute. Try break again. We don't see a lot of these from Dominic. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to leave Mike safe this time. Mike has a nice safe on the one, or nice shot on the one ball. Oh, Mike hit that two just a little hard. Great shot by Dominic. That three is close to the rail, but it might go in the side pocket. Oh, nice shot.
There's really not a lot of room for error to make that angle work, and he just got it.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Dominic is grabbing his jump cue. He hooked himself behind the 8 and the 6 for this 4.
I think based on what we were seeing in his jumps last week.
Oh, over jumped it a little bit.
Commentator's curse, I spoke too soon.
Ooh, almost came back around and hit it for a good hit. Nice shot, Mike. Good leave on the 5, too, to boot.
2 for 1 action there. Can't be mad at that.
Ooh, nice attempt on the safe. 5 just rolled out a little bit.
Really like that last shot by Mike because it could have easily ended up as a safety. It could have easily gotten the 5 in or comboed into the 7.
Absolutely. On those shots, I like to say there was a world of good things that could have happened there.
Yeah.
Dominic is coming around 3 rails for this 9 ball. Nice shot, Dominic.
It's not really a whole lot of ineffective attempts here by Dom. I mean, the both players, the shot selection is pretty fantastic.
Absolutely.
We're just seeing Dom really execute, apart from that one scratch on the jump.
Absolutely. Just like you were saying last week, 9 ball is the game of whoever makes the last mistake. So. Right, you said that last week.
I did say that. I'm trying to remember. You caught me spacing out for a second. I was trying to remember who said that in the first place.
Sean Lewis apparently said that.
I see.
That's probably why I don't know it.
Shout out Sean Lewis, laying down quotes with the mind of a machine.
He shoots like a machine too, if you know him.
I've been fortunate enough to like talk to him about pool form and gameplay one time, and strangest thing, after I talked to him, I'd swear for about 48 hours I was seeing the lines of the balls that I was shooting at.
Ooh, Dominic made the 4-ball on the break. Unfortunately, he hopped the ball on the 1.
Another nice shot selection I see there. The like margin of error that he gave himself allowed him to be pretty safe there behind that 7.
Absolutely, we call that a 2-way. Ooh, Dominic went for the cheese there. Nice attempt by Dominic there. Fortunately, the 1 ball rattles out of the pocket and goes towards the opposite side. Great stroke by Mike. Great shot by Mike on the 2 ball. It was very finessey. However, the 2 ball just stays in the pocket. Dominic is hidden behind the 6 and the 9, though. So we'll see what he does here. Great masse by Dominic. Great shot. Very sporty, as I like to say.
Wow.
Oof. Little thick. Dominic hit that ball just a little thick here. Mike's going to take a look and see how this 3 is lined up to the 9. See what he can do here. Oh. Mike gave up ball in hand trying to thin that 3 into the 6. Nice shot by Dominic. He's looking at his leave on the 5 ball.
Little awkward angle off the fin there. didn't quite land where he was hoping to dive in.
Good shot from Mike. He's got a good lineup on the 6th ball. Ooh, nice stroke there. A little far, but he can work it out. Nice shot on the 7 ball. He's going to connect with this 8 ball. There's a lot of options with this 8 ball. You can go either corner, you can do the bank. Ooh, nice try, Mike. He left it tough. Left it tough for Dom. Nice attempt on the bank by Dominic. Oh, the 8 ball just did not want to fall in that pocket. Nice draw out of the pocket by Dominic. Ooh. Dominic thinned that 9 ball just a little much and left the cue ball in the pocket.
Some kind of safety.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that Mike has to kick at this 9 ball right now because he is fin hooked.
Wow.
Oh. That was an attempt. All right.
Bummer.
Dominic gets
There was
ball in hand on the 9 ball. And
so few angles that were going to get him at that ball behind it just stuck in the pocket like that, and he had such a good whack at it. That's too
Yes.
bad it didn't connect.
Absolutely. It's unfortunate that Dom left him that way. Like that was some bad luck. The score is 5-0, Dominic.
Well, big thanks to everybody in the chat rooms who's been looking for our hidden shark and having lots of nice things to say about what we do here on the show and asking some funny questions and getting pranked by us about our location and the state of the resort. To everyone out there watching Sharky Waters, we always appreciate a share on social media or even a share in real life if you could let people know about what we're doing. If you got friends that love pool or friends that want to come on here and talk about pool, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you, everybody, so much for your support as Dom gets that 4 in the side pocket on the break.
Ooh, nice bank attempt by Dominic. Oh, a couple of rattles with that one ball.
There's always curiosity about instant karma when you see a little trash talk followed by a missed shot. As Mike smacks the one ball in with confidence.
Absolutely. That was actually a really good draw shot. He overdrew it a little bit, but the stroke there was really great.
Nice little push in the corner. Oh, and he left it on the ledge one more time. Got a cursed corner.
A lot of balls have been left in that pocket tonight, haven't they? Ooh, great bank by Dom.
Wow.
That was a great shot in the side.
Just right down the center of the pocket. And a combo
Nice
on the
shot.
9.
Oh. Dom's playing good tonight. He's pretty
Look
sporty.
at him go. Our man's on fire.
Is it the shoes? He's on fire. NBA Jam.
From downtown.
All right. For everybody who's watching, the score right now
Ugly
is
shot.
6-0 Dominic. He is on fire tonight. He can't miss.
Mike's shouting the NBA Jam references from back there. We'll have to get those sound effects up here on like a soundboard or something. He's heating up.
The 3 ball falls in the pocket. The 7 ball falls in the pocket. 2 balls down on the break.
That's more the breaks that we expect to see.
Absolutely. It almost feels as if they've been a little light tonight. Oh, another bank attempt, and it comes out.
Fortunately, he's got a whole mess of balls in the way there. There's not a whole lot of misses that wouldn't end up safe.
I think you can see it. Bam! We call that a
Sure can.
swish.
Well, Mike had a better angle than me. As he sunk that shot, made it look effortless. That was awesome.
I'm digging this jam tour.
This is an unreleased one. Sharky Waters exclusive for now.
Oh.
It's that pocket.
Oh, and then he scratches. Nice shot on the 2 ball. Good way to square up on the 4. Ooh. Ooh. Cue ball almost fell in the side pocket. Dominic safetying himself behind the 8 ball for the 5. He brought out the jump cue. Great jump. Great jump. Good connection. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite the right angle, but almost there. Oh. Mike misses that 5 narrowly.
Tough luck with a couple corner shots, but he's drilled the other half of them. You know, there's always some getting used to a new table. And we talk about this a lot too, that like...
Oh, another bank attempt by Dominic.
Consciously or not, when you're in a pressured situation or something different outside of your comfort zone, cameras are on, we're in the back here talking crap throughout the whole match.
Talking about the pockets.
Got that 6-1 in that pocket nice and easy, though.
Absolutely. He's got a good look on this 8 ball, too.
Oh, God, Michael.
Ah, he connects with the fin on that 8 ball. Dominic hits that 8 ball a little hard to come back for the 9, and hits it a little thin.
Yeah, you got the second chance opportunity on the rebound when it reconnected with the 8, but unfortunately didn't go down.
Nice shot on the 8 ball. He's going to travel about 3/4 table back for the 9. Nice shot by Mike. All right. He gets on the board. 6-1.
Yeah, with Mike on the boards, you start to get the feeling that he's getting in his comfort zone. You can see hear the guys are chatting, they're having a good time, loosening up.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we've got enough runway left here for Mike to come back a couple games. We'd definitely like to see more of his play. What we saw in the open swim and in the warm-up before we turned the cameras on.
People don't realize it,
impressive.
but it's so important to feel comfortable in pool. Comfortable with your environment, comfortable with what's going on around you, comfortable with the people, the bar scene or the non-bar scene such as this. But it's hard to get in the groove when you're just not comfortable.
In order for me to get comfortable in high-level pool play, I have to wear my swimsuit under the rest of my clothes. It's the only way. And I know what you're wondering, and yes, it's a Speedo.
You better bring your pool Speedo apparently on Sunday then.
Dressing for the pool.
We need a winner.
Dom makes the 1 down in that corner, but doesn't connect on the 2.
Oh, nice try on the bank, and it almost comes around to the other side.
If you would like to participate, we will assist you shortly.
Nice shot by Dominic. He's got a combo here. Ooh, he misses. Leaves Mike a tough shot on the 1, but there's a couple of possibilities here.
Yeah, you're right. Tough shot there on the 3. Oh, no.
Oh, and he hops over the 5 that he was trying to carom. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
Tough.
Nice shot on the 3 ball by Dominic. Lines up nicely for the side pocket on the 4. Oh, he connects with the fin right before the 7 ball. He left a tough shot for Mike, though. And the scratch was there, and he fell into the trap.
Too bad. Dom calls out 2 fouls. As that ball goes right in that corner pocket, unfortunately.
I don't think Dom needs to worry about the fouls. I think he's going to run out here. Nice lineup on the 7 ball. Hit that great. And it falls. Nice shot on the 8 ball. Or on the 7 ball, sorry. Nice shot on the 7 ball. All the way down. Great lineup on the 9 from the 8 ball. Perfect speed. Nice shot by Dominic. And the match, the shark attack is over.
There you have
Great
it, folks.
shooting. All right, we do have the break pot coming up.
Absolutely. Great work, both players. Wish we would have seen a little more of Mike, but you know he's going to be back for another episode any week, any month, any season now. So we're going to move on to the last part of the show, and that is the break pot, sponsored by Clean Slate Billiards. Shout out Clean Slate Billiards for all your pool table needs, all of your pool table felting needs, all of your pool table leveling needs. And if you're interested in buying a new pool table, go ahead and give Clean Slate Billiards a call. They've got a showroom right here in Tacoma, Washington, and are highly, highly recommended for their quality of work and their customer service. So it looks like Mike has dropped his $10 in the treasure chest here for the break pot. The rules are, it is every shot has to be a legal shot. You have to run out to the 9 or combo the 9 or legally sink the 9 ball as if you were going to win a game of 9 ball. Every shot has to be a legal shot. Luck counts. No magic rack. Cassie's over there getting everything set up.
Make it easy on the snap. If it was a woman, she'd be pregnant.
And if you get them all in, you could be going home with, I believe it's $85. Is that right, Dom? I'm getting the nod. $85. All right, shoot well, Mike. Looking forward to seeing what you do here. Ready to rock?
I like money.
I like money, he says. All right, Cassie's investigating everything, making sure it's nice and tight there in the old rack.
I'll give you an extra 10 if it goes in that one. Oh, I barely missed that motherfucker. Someone in there. Yeah.
We got action here, folks. The 2 falls on the break. That's a legal shot.
Yeah.
Nice
Nice
shot.
shot.
Look at that. One in the opposite corner. That was beautiful.
We have such good people. The way that went.
Nice shot on the 3.
Four in the side pocket, looking
Oh,
good.
don't roll up too much, cue ball. Oh, he hooked himself behind the 9 ball. It's unfortunate.
I don't know if I can do it. I'm not building it. We got the same jump. We got the same jump. Yeah. Best jump cue on the market.
No, not.
Pulling out the jump
Have you
cue.
ever used a Dr. Poppin? Dude, that fucking thing is badass, dude.
No. It's all
I
about
am
the
not
money.
kidding you.
Nope. Okay.
Damn.
Oh, unfortunately, not a legal hit. Oh,
That was fun.
hit that 9 ball.
That bank on it, I don't want the money.
There's some pizza back there.
I wish I would have, if it just wouldn't have rolled. I was trying to leave it for that 5 to come down, but.
Trying to get on this side of the 9.
Yeah, I was trying to get. Just
That's
a
it,
little-
everybody, for us on Sharky Waters Wednesday Night Dive. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for everybody in the chat rooms, pranked or not pranked. We love having you guys. Thanks for the commentary. Thanks for the shares, and thanks for the likes on the page. Don't forget, you can check us out on YouTube. Also, prior shows are all archived there. Next week's guest is David Ringler. Can we get a lift up on the calendar? Do we need? Let me see. And then Tim Wentworth. That's actually going to be a good show, too. So those guys are coming up next. Big shout out to our sponsors, Clean Slate Billiards. That's me and Matt Wells. And then shout out to our co-sponsors, Tipsy Tomato, where we always go for the after show pizza party. We'll see you guys there. Practice your drills. Mike, thanks for joining us. The Cedar Inn tournament there on Sunday afternoons. It starts at 3:30. You guys make sure to check it out. You can do sign-ups early on the Ole Billiards page or contact Mike directly. And remember, perfect practice makes perfect performance. Enjoy peace.
I looked at that.